Hello and welcome. Oh, this is a little bit low. Uh, to another day. After the last solo challenge, we went so far, scored unreal points. It was wild. Now this time around, I'm not sure what we should do. I like this research outpost. It's obviously a very potent card. Something going Ecoline where you know the oxygen's gonna go up. Yeah, I don't feel like we've played Ecoline in forever. Is there a case for Inventrix? Not that I can see. I mean, we're giving up on a couple of cards that would obviously help to bump the oxygen. So I think going Ecoline is safe. I think Deep Well Heating is good energy production. Something like Research Outposts and Viral Enhancers. Like, a lot of this is very good. You could even Rover Construction on the very first turn, but spending $11 on Rover Construction to get Research Outposts seems pretty weak. I even like Lightning Harvest if you need the energy, but 15 cards leave me with about, what is that? About $20, $21. It's not for the research outpost itself, which I think is fine. We're going to place the research outpost. We definitely want to get 2 plants and put it right in this central bed of plants. Happy days for us. Next thing you know, next gen will get ATR. It's a pretty slow start. It's not what you expect runaway game to come out of, but it's good. It's fine. We definitely don't need to buy Plantation. I mean, look at all of this Space Jovian stuff to go with our other Jovian. Like, it's nice, but I think that it's a no-go for us. We'll go ahead and get 2 more plants. Now, methane from Titan we can't get immediately. We need another bump of oxygen, so we can't just store up our cash. I think it's worth getting the Deep Well Heating. That'll get us the energy if we need it, and it gets us a TR, so it is an income towards actually terraforming this planet. Our oxygen, we need 1 more plant, and we could get it next turn, or 3 more plants. Ooh, trees, livestock. These are nice, but just the mining rights is what I'm going to go for. And as long as I get a plant next turn, I can get a greenery. So this, I think, is a very healthy grab. Despite blocking ourselves out of a point, it gets us the greenery. It gets us some titanium production. We might be able to get methane from Titan. 27. We could definitely do it if we don't grab anything. But now I'm looking at the cards and going, okay, well, do we need a science tag? Do we need a sponsors, peroxide power even? Like, both of those cards are pretty potent. I'm thinking I'm just going to stick to what we have. Honestly, this is not a run where I think that playing a lot of cards is going to come out. I mean, we have -1 cost on everything, so obviously sponsors is nice. Generally, you know what? I should have grabbed sponsors. We would have had $2 left over, and I could have played it next round. Because we do have the -1, so like playing more cards means that the -1 is more and more effective. Cards that you might not normally play become more and more valuable, but you know, I don't mind getting a plant production. We're at up to 4, yeah, because of the card we just played. And robotic workforce is also good. I don't feel compelled to play either. Maybe getting... Have we played a building tag I care about? You know what? I don't mind grabbing the titanium income. I think that that'll come through. And I may get the plant income from this, but give me a chance to see whether or not we want the energy, because we are Ecoline. So energy comes in really handy for buying cities, because we're going to have lots of greeneries and we're going to want to place around them. A couple of cheap oceans and Olympus Conference. Very, very good. It's going to stick to grabbing plants, I think, here. Short term. I'd like to play both of these cards. I'm not going to play Artificial Photosynthesis. It's not a breakpoint for getting a greenery, and I'd really like to get Olympus Conference down first, because then you get more card draw. Once Olympus Conference is down, space or science tags give you a card every other play. We're doing, oh, we got oceans now starting to line up. Ecological zone could turn out pretty good too. And industrial center to get that steel income. Let's get our second heat bump of the day. Ice asteroid is kind of what I'm leaning into right now, because I'd like to see our options. So let's grab 2 cards first. See what those cards are, please. MedLab imported. Okay, so we could maybe do imported. I think I'm just gonna go here for now and build that greenery up against it for a little bit of money. We could have gone down for the 2 titanium. I might do that in the future. And now I think it's time for Olympus Conference. No, you know what? I think it's in time for Industrial Center. We'll just do it up here. Gets us into this zone, and it gets us $2 back, which is important because I want to spend $7 on a steel income. It's Gen 7, so it's not great, but it is something. And again, I want to play Olympus Conference, and again, there's not really a point in doing so. Sorry, how many tags do I have of building? Alright, next turn, hopefully we can build up that science thing. I just needed our TR to start moving along a little bit faster for us to have enough resources that even if we put together an engine, we'll have enough fuel to run it. These are very good. I love to do advanced. You know what? I'll grab it. I'd even love Trans Neptune Pro. Now we're being greedy. That was greed. You just saw greed happen, ladies and gentlemen. Grab 4 steel. I think I can. I said 4 steel, but I meant to say 5. Get a little bump there. You know what, though? I actually just remembered that I want to spend $7 upping our steel income. So unless going here is a break point, $7 leaves us with $3. We're not getting. I should not, I repeat, should not have built Olympus Conference if I'm going to be buying this steel income, which I think I want. It's going to come in handy. You know what? Leaves us enough for shuttles. Good for us. We now have 2 money production, and we're short 1 plant. Now, oxygen as Ecoline is not what you need to worry about. You get so much from the board, especially because we have viral enhancers and a bunch of plant tags and stuff. It's really coming down to this heat, which is not moving. So let's get a bunch of energy production. I'd go for Space Mirror, but it's pretty expensive considering that we have alternatives. There's some heat. I don't. How many building tags are we at now? 6. So we'll do that for our geothermal. So now we're at 7, and then we'll MedLab, which will get us a card draw. Now, we got bushes, which is nice. We could energy tap, which is looking pretty promising. I might do that for sure. This costs $7. Then we get 2, and then 4, so $6 back. Okay, I'm willing to do this for the plants. And for now, I'm more interested going along the bottom into this bigger pocket. It'll take longer to set up. You know, it's going to take longer to set up. Why'd I go there? And that leaves me just enough to buy the steel production one last time, because we're only producing 5 more times. So it's $7 to get $10 worth of steel. I'm willing to do that. Things can change that math later, like advanced alloys, making it more valuable. But for now, it's a slight increase in production for not too much of like a loss of opportunity cost or something like that. 4 productions for titanium mine is good. We can use the steel on it. Even something like Noctis Farming and Food Factory have their place. We will drop a greenery here. I definitely want the titanium mine. I do want the food factory because I think our money is hurting. I mean, the heat is what's hurting the most, but we can only do one step at a time. Let's grab the titanium mine, despite not having any titanium cards, really. Let's grab viral enhancers, and I'm going to grab ecological zone. Oh god, that's going to leave me 1 short on food factory if I don't get some money from it. Which I won't do. I just want the card. I just wanted the card. And we'll just take 2 animals because we're being ballsy. Again, we don't think that oxygen's going to be our soft spot, but it might be. We could buy 1 more steel production. I don't think that's the right choice. Well, we have like 2 steel cards in our hand. No. We'll see. Next turn, let's keep our money. That lunar beam that we just got, which is 2 energy production, 2 heat production, might come in handy for sure. If it gets a handful of productions. Arctic algae is almost always worth buying at this point, and GHG factories as well. Something to use our titanium on is nice. I do have Jovian tags, but we're not doing a Jovian run with Ecoline. That is borderline insanity. I don't think I'm dropping an ocean. So let's... We definitely want you. Oh, man, 3 productions left. I'm gonna get Food Factory. Dropping this greenery will give us that bump. I'm just gonna do it over here for a second. We're really hurting on the heat. So obviously we want you, and I think we'll take 2 more energy production from this bad boy. Just to have it spill over a little bit. It's not as effective as just buying the heat bump, but there are other benefits to buying the science tag, and notably that I can get free cards and worms and stuff is still not really up our alley, but 16 heat, so we have 2 heat bumps basically. We got a long way to go and a short while to get there. Greenhouses is good. Another points per Jovian. Okay. Minus 12 is our cutoff on Arctic algae. What do we have for microbes? Don't really want to play worms for 1 income. If I played advanced ecosystems, I could play it, but yeah, no. Alright, well, Noctis Farming, because we have the steel. It's enough to get us up to another plant. I think what I do is asteroid. Now we're at minus 12. And greenery. A greenery down towards something. I think I need this adjacency money, so I think for now I'm gonna go towards a card in case we get desperate. I was thinking about going towards the steel, but didn't like it. Thought better of it. Okay. Asteroid, that's good. Birds would be good, but it's not what I'm really interested in. I do want Arctic Algae before we lose our chance. It'll net us more money from being able to place that many more greeneries. Like 6 times, well, plus it enhanced. So it gave us 2 plants up front, and then there's 6 more oceans, which are 2 plants apiece. So 12, 14, that's 2 whole greeneries for 12 bucks. Then we have to business network and take a peek. What do we got? That might be worth doing just for the income. 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 cities on the board right now. But we don't have anything else for our steel to do. Oh, we have 10 titanium. Oh my god, we are desperate for space cards. Because we have -3 on them. So bushes... I mean, and I'm just buying the wrong cards. Like, what are we doing with bushes? I don't know. But it doesn't feel right. We're going to bump the heat, bump the heat. Permafrost extraction. Finally, one of these ocean cards have opened up. And then we'll drop this in here. Yummy. I do want Martian rails. I think that more cities will go down before this is over. It's only worth $3 now. It only paid off buying the card right now, but like I said, we're hoping for better. And we'll buy another heat bump. We just need to buy heat bumps, honestly. We have 1 more generation, and we're only getting 2 heat bumps in that generation. So if we don't get like a Deimos down or a giant ice asteroid, a nuke, like there's a number of things that we could use that would get us 2 heat bumps. And we did not. We just got more plants. Like this is... The amount of plants offered to us would be amazing in any competitive Ecoline game. It really would be. It would be absurdly and profoundly good. Instead, I don't think I need 2 oxygen bumps. I mean, I does, but oh, and look at all the oceans. We needed a giant ice asteroid there, folks. Oh, I should have grabbed a card. I mean, I still can, and I will, because I have to buy a heat bump. And then ice camp. Melt. Physics complex, okay. Down to a card. Because we're desperate. We're desperate now. We're just grabbing onto anything. Cartel. Boys, ladies, and gentlemen. We do have a resource on Olympus Conference. So buy Physics Complex on the cheap. Tectonic Stress Power. And we'll make a... Alright, now we just grab points, I guess. Wow. This is just like 10, 11 titanium with -3 on space events and stuff. Like, it's harsh. It makes you feel like you did something wrong. But don't feel like that, fam. You did nothing wrong. It was society that was wrong. I should have dropped oceans first. Well, let's grab one more card. It's the last card. You can't say I never tried. Okay. It's all bad. I mean, I'll keep fighting the good fight, but Put that there. Gets us up to 5 plants. We play this. That gets us 4 more plants. Put this in the pocket to make some money. I mean, we did finish the oxygen. I didn't lie to you. Get a little bit more money here. We sell all of this, and we do one more heat bump, and we are multiple metrics short. We are 2 heat and 2 water oceans. And that's with every card draw on the board grabbed up by us. Just sometimes it's not in the cards. It's not, like, I don't know how deep through the deck we played or went, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Played a lot of cards, and they were not the right cards. We do get 1 bonus greenery that we can put beside our non-existent other city. We can pretend this is a city, though. There we go. And just like that, easy mode can be lost by a deck of cards that just don't care. 87 points on Ecoline. What a harsh... I even felt like we played pretty conservative. I hope you all enjoyed. It's really, it's something to go from a 135 point game to you lost a lot. I'll see you next time. Cheers.